directors like Spielberg, who have a much more patriotic approach.
I would love to talk to him. I don't think he would.
Oliver Stone earned a Bronze Star in Vietnam, 2 Purple Hearts. He saw men die in the jungle.
Dig skin on that thing. Dig. You can get all day. Dig, dig.
Somebody wants...
He came home broken. Then he picked up a camera. The warrior became a revolutionary. His weapon changed. His mission didn't. Stone makes films that question everything: authority, power, the official story. Before Platoon won Best Picture, before JFK rewrote history, before Wall Street defined an era, Stone was a student, not in film school, in dark theaters, watching masters dismantle comfortable lies. In 1992, Sight and Sound asked him to name his favorites. 10 films. Stone didn't choose entertainment, he chose education. These movies taught him to see power clearly, to distrust easy answers, to make cinema that attacks the senses. From Orson Welles to Stanley Kubrick, from Rebellion on the High Seas to Apocalypse as comedy, these are the films that shaped a provocateur, the blueprints for revolution, the education of Oliver Stone. 10. Mutiny on the Bounty. 1935.
Brought to nothing. 2 British ships lost. But there's another story, Captain Bligh.
Authority corrupts. Power turns good men into monsters. Captain Bligh commands a ship. His cruelty knows no limits. Flogging, starvation, humiliation as a daily routine. Fletcher Christian watches. He's an officer, part of the system. Then he can't watch anymore. Clark Gable's Christian leads the mutiny. Charles Lawton's Bligh becomes cinema's perfect tyrant. The ocean offers no escape from hierarchy, only rebellion does.
Director will do that. I mean, you have to sometimes get an actor out of his comfort zone. An actor will often tell you.
Stone saw his own war in this story. Officers sending enlisted men to die. Orders that demanded obedience to cruelty. In Platoon, Sergeant Barnes becomes Captain Bligh, terrorizing his own soldiers, creating enemies within the unit. In Born on the 4th of July, Ron Kovich mutinies against government lies, refusing to stay silent about betrayal. Mutiny on the Bounty taught Stone a fundamental truth. Sometimes the only moral choice is defiance. Sometimes the system itself is the enemy. A decorated soldier learned this from a 1935 adventure film. Fletcher Christian saying no more to illegitimate authority. Stone built a career on that same refusal. 9. On the Waterfront, 1954. One man against the machine.
Talk if that's what you choose to do. The public has a right to know the facts too.
Yeah. All right.
Nice seeing you again, Mr. Malloy.
Well, never's gonna be too much.
Conscience battling corruption. The docks belong to the mob. Union bosses kill anyone who talks. Terry Malloy knows the rules. Keep your mouth shut, stay alive. Marlon Brando plays Malloy with raw vulnerability, a boxer who took a dive, a dock worker who witnessed murder. Then he testifies anyway. Elia Kazan directs with urgent precision. The famous scene. I could have been a contender.
I could have been somebody instead of a bum.
A man realizing his life was stolen.
I think when Kubrick said that famous line about, it takes years to make a film and 2 hours to write about it.
Stone made a career of Terry Malloy's, whistleblowers exposing systemic rot, JFK's Jim Garrison questioning the Warren Commission, Snowden revealing government surveillance, individuals choosing truth over survival. On the Waterfront showed Stone the cost, isolation, violence, being marked for life. Brando's performance is pure exposure. No armor, no protection. Just a man deciding his soul matters more than safety. There's complexity here too. Kazan named names during McCarthyism. Then I made art about courage. Stone navigated that paradox, understanding that flawed men sometimes create perfect truth. Terry Malloy walks toward the warehouse at the end, beaten, bloodied, still walking. Stone learned that victory looks like survival. 8. Paths of Glory. 1957, soldiers are chess pieces.
You're saying that more than half my men will be killed.
Yes, it's a terrible price to pay, Colonel.
Generals send men to die for reputation. World War I, the French Army. Officers order an impossible attack. The men refuse to charge into certain death, so 3 soldiers are chosen at random, executed for cowardice. Stanley Kubrick's camera moves with cold precision. Kirk Douglas defends the innocent men. It changes nothing. The firing squad loads their rifles. Kubrick shows the machinery of death operating smoothly.
3 wars, not only Afghanistan and Iraq, but really the war on terror is a major war. You know, we've had
Stone saw his own war in this. Officers playing God with grunt lives, sending platoons into ambushes for career advancement. Body counts matter more than bodies. Paths of glory became platoon's DNA. Lieutenant Wolfe getting men killed through incompetence. Barnes murdered Elias to protect his authority, the distance between command and consequence. Stone earned his Bronze Star as an infantryman. He knew which direction bullets came from, not just the enemy, sometimes from behind. Kubrick taught Stone that war films must indict the system, not glorify the sacrifice. Paths of Glory ends with condemned men singing, their voices rose toward execution. Stone carried that image to Vietnam and back. Every war film he made asked Kubrick's question, who profits from the dying? 7. The Best Years of Our Lives. 1946. Warriors return home. Home is now a foreign country.
I've changed my mind about haunting this place. Let's go back to the well.
Oh, not yet, Horatio. This is fun.
William Wyler's masterpiece tracks 3 veterans. They survived the war. Now they must survive the peace. One lost his hands. One lost his confidence. One lost the years he can't reclaim. The year is 1946, the year Oliver Stone was born. His father, Louis, just returned from Europe, a colonel on Eisenhower's staff.
I talk about that. I was at Yale University. I was in the class with George Bush.
Stone grew up in the shadow of that war. Then he fought his own, came back very paranoid and very alienated. His words, the best years of our lives, showed him something. His experience wasn't unique. The nightmares, the inability to connect, the sense that civilians can't understand. Harold Russell plays the amputee. He was a real veteran, real prosthetics. His struggle to open a door becomes devastating poetry. Stone was born on the 4th of July, decades later. Ron Kovich's Broken Return. It's the same story. The country that sends you to war can't welcome you home. Wyler's film taught Stone that veteran stories are America's secret history, the cost we don't want to calculate. 2 generations, 2 wars, same alienation. Stone bridged them with cinema. 6. 1900-1976. 2 boys born the same day. One rich, one is poor.
2.
I'm not climbing on that red devil.
I can't tell who rakes faster.
Childhood friends in rural Italy. Then fascism arrives. Ideology divides them into enemies. Bernardo Bertolucci's epic spans decades. Robert De Niro and Gerard Depardieu as the friends. Class warfare made personal. Intimate betrayal reflecting political catastrophe.
Mature, and I think he lived the role. He went into the role, and he became...
Because there are mannerisms.
Stone studied this structure. 2 men representing competing philosophies. In Platoon, Sergeants Elias and Barnes. Good and evil battling for Chris Taylor's soul. Childhood friendship replaced by military hierarchy. But the dynamic is identical. Bertolucci shoots 4 hours feeling like mythology. Operatic scope. History compressed into archetypal conflict. Stone learned to make sprawling political cinema, to embody ideology in individuals. Nixon's paranoia, JFK's martyrdom, Wall Street's greed, all personal stories illuminating systemic rot. 1900 taught Stone that epic doesn't mean distant, that 4 hours can feel necessary. Bertolucci makes fascism rise through friendship dying. The personal is political. Stone built his career on that equation. Every conspiracy traces back to human weakness. Every system depends on individual choices. 2 boys born the same day. One becomes the oppressor, one becomes the oppressed. Stone keeps telling that story. 5. Raging Bull. 1980, self-destruction as an art form. Rage turning inward. Jake LaMotta destroys everyone who loves him. then destroys himself. Martin Scorsese films violence as ballet. Robert De Niro's transformation is complete commitment. Body, soul, sanity, all sacrificed for the performance.
Well, we won't talk about that somewhere else, but that's a Bush story. By the time we made Snowden.
Stone studied film at NYU. Scorsese was his professor. Raging Bull became his masterclass. Visceral cinema, aggressive, confrontational, refusing comfortable distance. Stone returned from Vietnam with a revelation. Vietnam was really visceral. Combat taught him something about filmmaking. Ideas aren't enough. Intellect isn't enough. Cinema must assault the senses. Raging Bull confirmed this. Scorsese's camera moves like LaMotta's fists. Quick, brutal, relentless. Black and white strips away color's comfort. Forces you to see bone structure, the violence underneath. Stone took this approach to natural-born killers. Media sensationalism as blood sport. Any Given Sunday. Football as modern gladiatorial combat. The kinetic energy, the refusal to look away. That's Scorsese's gift to Stone. LaMotta in the ring, Chris Taylor in the jungle, both environments where survival demands losing your humanity. Raging Bull taught Stone that cinema is a weapon. Used correctly, it leaves scars. 4. Dr. Strangelove, 1964. Apocalypse as farce. Civilization ending in absurdity.
I think they're trying the number.
A rogue general launches nuclear war. Politicians panic. The doomsday device activates. Everyone dies. Stanley Kubrick treats it as comedy. Peter Sellers plays 3 roles: the president, the scientist, the officer. Each more absurd than the last. Stone absorbed Kubrick's lesson. Authority figures are lunatics. The systems designed to protect us ensure catastrophe. Dr. Strangelove's war room becomes every Stone situation room. Nixon's White House, Kennedy's motorcade route, Wall Street's trading floors. Powerful men making insane decisions, treating it as a rational procedure. Kubrick uses dark comedy as a weapon, laughter cutting deeper than tears. Stone learned this. Natural-born killers satirizing media bloodlust. Nixon showing presidential paranoia as tragicomedy. The absurdity underneath American power. Madness normalized, sold as competence. Dr. Strangelove also continues Kubrick's military critique. After Paths of Glory showed officers murdering their own men, Strangelove shows them murdering everyone. The progression is logical. Stone's Pentagon in JFK, his generals in any film. They're all Strangelove's descendants, treating annihilation as an acceptable outcome. The film ends with mushroom clouds. We'll meet again, playing sweetly. Stone learned that sometimes horror demands a smile. 3. Lawrence of Arabia, 1962. Empire built on quicksand.
With this.
Heroism collapsing into madness. T.E. Lawrence unites Arab tribes, fights the Turks, becomes a legend, then realizes he's a tool of British imperialism. Peter O'Toole's Lawrence starts pure, ends broken. David Lean shoots the desert as psychological space. Endless, beautiful, annihilating. Stone studied Lean's ambition. How to make 3 hours feel urgent, epic without emptiness. Lawrence of Arabia taught Stone to use landscape. The Vietnamese jungle in Platoon, suffocating, alien, hostile. The empty stadiums on Any Given Sunday, architecture revealing emotion. Lean's compositions are paintings. Each frame is deliberate. Stone absorbed this. But the story mattered more. The idealist is destroyed by the machinery he serves. Lawrence believes in Arab independence. His superiors believe in oil fields. He's used, then discarded. Stone saw JFK in this, a president trying to end the Cold War. The military-industrial complex disagrees. The individual is crushed by systemic imperatives. Lawrence also showed Stone how to film extended ambition. JFK's 3 hours, The Doors' psychedelic scope, Alexander's failed empire, all descendants of Lean's masterpiece. Lawrence crosses the desert, the mirage shimmers. Stone learned that heroism is often a delusion, that idealism serves someone else's greed. 2. The Godfather. The Godfather, Part 2, 1972/1974. Family as a criminal enterprise. Love justifying murder.
Goddamn FBI don't
Francis Ford Coppola rewrites American mythology. The Corleones are us, immigrants pursuing the dream. The dream requires blood. Michael Corleone doesn't want the family business. Then his father is shot. He kills 2 men in a restaurant, becomes what he swore he'd never be. Part 2 shows Vito's rise and Michael's fall. Parallel timelines, past explaining present. Stone absorbed Coppola's structure, JFK cutting between timelines, past conspiracy, present investigation, Nixon's flashbacks revealing the man. The Godfather taught Stone that American institutions operate as organized crime, politics, business, war, all families protecting territory, all codes justifying violence. Gordon Gekko in Wall Street. He's a Corleone in a suit. The Pentagon and JFK. A crime family eliminating threats. Nixon's White House. Omerta is enforced. Loyalty demanded. Coppola made corruption entertaining. That's the genius. You love these monsters. Understand their logic. Stone learned this. Make your villains compelling. Show the seductive appeal of power. The Godfather films are America's secret autobiography. Stone's political films are footnotes, expanding Coppola's thesis. The family business is always criminal. We just call it something else. 1. Citizen Kane, 1941. One word contains everything. Rosebud.
Oil scandal.
He happens to be the president, Charles, not you.
That's a mistake that will be corrected one of these days.
Charles Foster Kane dies wealthy, powerful, alone. Reporters search for meaning. They find contradictions. A man who built an empire, lost his soul. Orson Welles revolutionizes cinema at 25. Deep focus keeping everything sharp. Non-linear storytelling. Unreliable narrators. Technique is meaning. Stone studied Kane like scripture. Citizen Kane is his North Star. The film taught him everything. How to structure political biography. Nixon as Kane. Hopkins channeling Wells. Power accumulation as soul loss. How to question official narratives. JFK uses Kane's flashback structure, multiple perspectives. Unreliable witnesses, truth fragments, how to make style substance. Wells proved that technique carries meaning. Stone's rapid cutting, multiple film stocks, aggressive editing, all descended from Kane's innovation. The story itself is Stone's obsession. What drives men to destruction? Kane wanted love, pursued power instead. Nixon wanted acceptance, pursued enemies. Gordon Gekko wanted success, pursued greed. Every Stone protagonist is Charles Foster Kane. Citizen Kane ends with the camera pulling back, the sled burning. The childhood memory was consumed. Stone learned that cinema can interrogate power, personality, truth itself. Wells asked the right questions at 25. Stone spent his career answering them. 10 films, 1 education. Stone learned to distrust authority, question narratives, make cinema visceral. A soldier's education continues through screens. From Mutiny on the Bounty to Kane's Rosebud, from Kubrick's Trenches to Coppola's crime families, these films taught Stone what matters. Not comfort, not entertainment, truth. Even when the truth is ugly, especially then. What film taught you to see power differently? Subscribe for more filmmaker deep dives. The revolution continues, one frame at a time.